All right, everyone, welcome back to ESA Winter 21. Again, we are raising money for Alzheimer's Fund. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We'd also like to thank Koei Tecmo Europe, Twitch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now, get ready. It is time for Supersonic, running Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 Glitchless. Take it away.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Supersonic. We are bringing you Sonic 1 Glitchless, and I do have Argig with me on the microphone for commentary.
Hello.
Yeah, he will be doing the majority of the talking while I will be trying to focus on the run. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. So let me just do a reset. And then we will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so we are getting ourselves underway here with Green Hill 1. It is, of course, the very first level of the very first game back in 1991 here. Sonic, of course, does not have the spin dash at this point in time. So our main form of movement is going to be as much movement conservation as we can while running at top speed. Sonic, of course, can roll still to pick up speed, as you're going to see Supersonic doing here, and then going around the loops there, doing loop jumps to gain as much of that speed as we can, and then maintaining it all the way along the bottom of the level there, taking that jump, getting a very nice 25 to finish off the first level there.
As you can see, there is a score countdown, which is why we time this game with in-game time rather than RTA. Usually with 50,000 points, we would be waiting for about roughly 6 seconds, I would say.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
So it's a case of the runners decided we'll just use the in-game time, because the whole point of Sonic is to go fast. You don't want to be waiting 5 seconds on a score countdown or deliberately waiting for 30 seconds if you've finished the stage in like 24 or 25. So we're going to see Supersonic here grab the speed shoes down the secret bottom route there. Really important thing about this game as well is don't land on the spikes or that happens.
I always end up dying in Green Hill 2 in any marathon that I play this game on, so I guess it's pretty much fine that we die there. Also, I can't roll for some reason.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like, you practice it all the time, you're great, and then suddenly you come into a marathon and you're just like, God dang, it's like, what happened there? It's like, well, things happened.
You know, we're just gonna play it safe, because it is a fairly short stage, but for whatever reason, I just can't play this.
Yeah, it's one of those things that can be very, very frustrating, very annoying when you're trying to go through it and just suddenly nothing wants to work the way you want it to. It's like, please stop.
Oh boy.
But no, still getting a 27 there is not bad at all. You can still see that score bonus counting down really, really quickly there, just because of well, you gotta wait for that full 50,000, don't we? But in the Green Hill 3, we're gonna see, are we getting the swag strats?
We're gonna try.
Gonna try. So we're gonna head all the way up the very top of the level here. Gonna see the speed shoes being grabbed, and then we're gonna try and do a number of bounces off an enemy, off another enemy, off another item box, and you can see the bounces all the way, and then just not quite making it on the final one, but getting 2 swag bounces towards the end, 2 little mini swag bounces, then getting right to the boss. Ideally, you'll get the bounces all the way over to the very end of the boss and actually land on the boss's head, killing the boss before he basically gets a chance to attack you. But a 35 there, still a very good time for the stage.
Yeah, if I managed to get those bounces there, I would have gotten to 32, but it's alright. It's only just 3 seconds lost there. No big deal.
Exactly.
Okay, so for Marble 1, we are going to try to go for the first cycle here, so I can't bonk into anything.
Yeah, the movement here is ridiculously precise because, as Supersonic says, you're not allowed to bonk off anything, but on top of that as well, there are micro slopes with the way this game works. Marble itself is very, very wobbly. It's very, very rocky. And when you jump in this game, if you're jumping on a downward slope, you're going to get a burst of horizontal speed, but no height. If you jump on a upward slope, you're going to gain a lot of height, but you're going to gain no horizontal speed. And this is used a lot throughout these stages, but you got to make sure you've jumped to the right one at the right time. And unfortunately, they're trying to do a quick damage boost across the lava, resulting in a squish because the damage boost boosted the wrong way. And unfortunately, the block came tumbling down. So we get to do the start of the level again.
Yeah, we're just going to go for the second cycle this time. The first cycle is actually pretty tight, especially with the green platform that goes up and down, like when I have to like jump towards the lava. it has to be just slightly high. If it's like pretty much level with the ground, it would just result in a crush death, unfortunately.
Yeah, but coming back through here, we're going to skip through the chandelier area here, making sure we keep a hold of our shield. Again, the shield will allow us to take one piece of damage without losing our rings. Does not, however, protect you from falling off the map into a kill plane or being crushed. But there we go, getting over the lava there with the damage boost. Going to take a second one here off the chandelier spikes, and away we go, up to the very top, and then over and through. So we've got no rings right now. It looks dangerous, but thankfully there's a little bit of rings there, getting over it before the fireball, and straight across to the end of the level. Sub-minute there. Very nice.
Yeah, if I managed to get the first cycle there, I could have gotten like a 53. But that's all right, though. 6 seconds. It's still like under a minute, which I'm still pretty happy with.
All right, so coming up to our next stage, marble, right over. I hate the fact that people can run over that. I always have to jump there, but no, Sonic has enough speed. He can run over it if you're going fast enough. Gravity has no control over Sonic. And running down here, going to try and sneak past the spike cycle here. Deliberately takes the damage boost to get onto the other side there. And we'll see if we get over the lava bridge here. Nope, just opting straight for the damage boosts. Using our iframes to get over the lava. Going to jump over the caterpillar, straight through into the wall. And then back the way we came. Lots of zigzagging here in marble. Grabbing those rings, not having to do any of the push blocks. The push blocks are slow. And then up the hill. Not quite getting a high enough jump there for the first time. Go for the second time. Grabs it up the little slope there as well. Dodging all the fireball cycles here. Supersonic making it look very easy as we come through. Down to the bottom here.
Just a slight mishap there. No big deal.
Happy little accidents. Oh, I love that. You got the swag jump right through the lava there as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did miss the jump to get on top of the chandelier. I could have finished this level a little faster, but that's okay. Take a 112.
Yeah, it's a very hard jump to get that chandelier jump there, because the way this game works is any objects that are on the screen, well, basically they're controlled by the camera. So the moment that they are on the screen, their cycle is moving, and that platform is one of them. So the moment it is there, it's like it's going to start moving. If you're not quick enough on your jumps, you are going to miss that cycle. And then on to marble number 3. So again, running our way through here, trying to get those jumps over, taking intentional damage boosts, just falling all the way down, going as fast as we can, because the quicker we get through this stage, the better. Arguably, probably the hardest stage in the run to optimize, I would say. Also, one of the longest. So we just got to wait on these auto-scrolling blocks. So while we do that, if you've got any donations, now's a good time.
Oh, absolutely. We've got 2 $35 anonymous donations that have come in, so thank you to both of you. We've got a $10 donation from our very own Patty2 Plays saying Nordic Soy and Sonic. Now that's nice. Well, thank you, Patty. And we've got an $18 donation from Takate. Says, oh dear, Supersonic's here to go fast and kick butt. Wishing you giga-liters of good luck to my fellow Miyamoto house partner in speed.
Yeah, so one time TTS actually said GL as gigaliters, so that became like a running joke now.
Good old TTS. Alright, you can see Supersonic here going for the quickest possible kill on this boss fight there. Managing to get the 4 hits from the right to the left, and then getting the remaining hits on the left-hand side before the boss moves over to the right. Takes an intentional damage boost there, getting a very nice 124 through that level. And finally, we are free of the marble, and we get to go right in the spring yard.
Oh boy, these next set of levels are quite the doozy.
Spring Yard is an interesting level here. Now, the thing that you need to know about Spring Yard 1 here is that top route is best route. You want to stay on the top of this level if you can. So we're going to grab our speed juice here. That is going to allow us to hit a spring down the bottom here to up the very top. In fact, so much up the top, we run off the roof, trying to get a jump over to remain on the top path, which Supersonic successfully done here. Running all the way through, getting jumps off the platforms there, managing to run all the way across the half pipes, getting all the way through plastic caterpillars, dodging Randy and Orton, and getting to the end in 25 seconds. Absolutely phenomenal stage there. Now, you might be wondering who Randy and Orton are. You're going to see them in Spring Yard 2 here. Hopefully, they don't RKO out of nowhere, but if it happens, you'll know about it.
We're going to try to avoid the RKO, but anyways, we got Spring Yard 2 coming up. We're going to jump into the spring. Otherwise, it would just pretty much push us backwards, like from hitting the bumper.
Yeah,
and then we're just gonna mosey on over this way.
Indeed. So we're on a cycle-based level here. We're going to see which route Supersonic is going to be taking as we go all the way through here. Going to go for the jump down the hill there just to land on the top section. Again, that misses another little platform cycle, which is really nice. Going to keep running and jumping and rolling our way through. Randy and Oren are going to be coming very, very soon. Supersonic's going to just jump over the platforms. There's Randy and Oren. Randy stopped. Oren's away. Let's see where Randy is. And he's fine. No snipes this time. 31 seconds, 55 rings. And there's a bonus stage if you want it. No bonus stages this time.
Yeah, we don't want to go into those bonus rings.
All right, and Spring Yard 3, the final Spring Yard for us here. Supersonic deliberately going backwards at the start there just to set up for the cycle to roll all the way down and under both those spike balls there, because although he rolled into that ring box, those rings do not end up in your inventory until about a second or two after you hit the box. The reason that we take the delay is so you do not hit those spike balls, because at that speed, you'll hit the spike balls before you get the Sonic rings there. And we're seeing Supersonic taking the top route here. That jump that he just did off the very top of that ramp is so precise because Sonic is actually on flat ground at that point, and it's not fully sloped like you would think it is. A little bit of a graphical oversight there. But making light work of this, grabbing the pseudo Supersonic here, grabbing the invincibility and the speed shoes, running all the way through, skipping both block cycles here. Got to get the big jump over of 1 and 2 straight over. Nicely done. Onto the boss. Using our invincibility here, going to get a quick 5 or 6 hits while the boss is pulling up the block. Then we're going to wait for the boss to wave down, getting the 2 hits. That's a very quick boss fight there. And a nice ring count.
That is actually a very good spring yard from like the first all the way to the third act. So definitely really good.
Yeah, now we're coming into everybody's favorite zone. It's the water levels. It's time for Labyrinth.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. So Labyrinth Zone 1 here. We are going to be taking a shortcut that not many people know about in this stage. Did you know there's a top route in this stage that we can take? There's a special platform that gets activated once you hit one of the gray buttons back up the very top here. So Supersonic has jumped all the way down. It's going to hit the button, use the platform, stand at the ledge, jump just before the spikes to get all the way back up towards the top, where this lovely little platform is now waiting. This platform is going to take us across. Supersonic is impatient though, and is going to go speedrun and jump over the big gap there. Now that's really dangerous because if Supersonic missed that jump, it is a guaranteed death as there's nothing but spikes down below. Supersonic managing to hit the button and not get hit by the fish at the same time, because one of the little things that happen in this game is if Sonic is colliding with an object when he jumps, there's a chance that he will jump but not be in ball form, and if you're not in ball form, you will take damage, and that is slow, and we don't want that. But into Labyrinth 2 now. This is where we do unfortunately have to go in the water, and we will most likely be hearing some of the drowning music going through here. But we're going to try and go as fast as we can and skip a few of our platform cycles as we do it. Getting over the Orbinauts, getting past all the spinners here that are trying to get in our way and slow us down. So down at the first area, you know it's a good time when you don't even hear the music being interrupted there. And we're going to run and we're going to jump through. We're going to grab the invincibility here. Let's see if we're going to get ourselves straight down. All right, let's see how far we can carry this invincibility. Ideally, we want to carry this invincibility down to the last Orbinaut of the level, which is up this last set of, last set of stairs, really. So up the top there, straight through, nicely done. Going to start hearing the drowning music very soon, but we're going to jump up the platforms. And Supersonic should make it over here. Not even close. Nicely done, and just on the minute exactly.
Yeah, 1 minute's not too bad for this stage. Normally I would average like 103 or something. So getting anywhere around the 1 minute mark or less is definitely nice to have. And we're going to try to go for Bubbleless once.
Go for it once. All right, so what Bubbleless is, in this level, there is a specific trick that we are going to do here. Supersonic is going to take deliberate damage, and that is going to angle him and position him in such a way where your air timer does not start until you're down the bottom and you fall really quickly. This gives you just enough time if your movement is perfect through this next section. So we will be hearing the drowning music. We will be getting down to potentially 0 seconds on the clock. So you can see here waiting, lining up. The timer has just started counting down. This actually should be quite good right now. Going all the way through, skipping the bubbles at every point in time here. Got 2 seconds. Need to wait to see where the waves are going to be. Coming through, jumping up. The wave is down. Makes the bubble-less. Very well played. Super tight skill there. Well played, Supersonic. I also noticed you not going for the checkpoint there. Playing it extra risky right now. No rings.
Well, I am grabbing
checkpoint.
the shield because I'm not going to go for the boss skip.
Oh yeah, no. Grab the shield of safety there. And then we're just going to try and get up here without getting hit by any of the fireball traps or the spike traps coming out the wall. We do not have to hit the boss at all. This is literally just a survival to the top. There is a speed strat to try and get in front of him. It is very difficult to pull off, and when you've got no rings, you kind of didn't want to do it. But getting bubbleless in that run in a marathon, very well played.
I think that's the first time I ever hit bubbleless in a marathon.
Nice. It's ridiculously tight, honestly. Like, it is so tight to grab that. See how the water's moving up and down? If the water was at its maximum peak while Supersonic was trying that, he would have still drowned. But after Labyrinth, we get the wonderful chill stage known as Starlight. So we get to just chill and enjoy ourselves for a little bit here. So you're just launching yourself into the air, onto the platforms. Lots of ups and downs here. Just get a go into ball form and roll our way through the level. Dry yourself off after that excursion through the Labyrinth.
Ooh, 25.
Mm-hmm.
I normally get like 26 or 27 there. I feel like the Starlight levels are like the calm before the storm in a sense.
Oh, definitely.
Right until you get to Starlight 3.
You mean for Scrap Brain? Most definitely. Scrap Brain is like, what are you doing? But we're going to get the start here. We're going to go and roll down the ramp here. Going to dodge. The Subpixel is going to get the nice big jump using the speed to get all the way up towards the top route, running under our buddies, the Orbinauts here. Going to just roll and jump until we stop at the bridge that's going to move down here. And then jump at the first jump. And then, sorry, not the first jump. I'm going to jump at the first cube, allowing you to get past the fourth cube as it descends down. Taking the bottom right through the stage here, rather than going up the top. Still getting that sub 30 times. So once again, we're getting that lovely 50,000 countdown here. And while we've got that countdown, Nordic, if you've got any donations, now's a great time.
Absolutely. I've got $5 from Noob Guy 57. Says, hey, Argeek the Hedgehog, commentating at the speed of sound. Thanks, Supersonic and Argeek, for participating in a great event for a great cause. And then we've also got $5 from our own Junko and Noshima Puhuhu. Says, Supersonic, good luck, my friend. RGL community has your back. Also, Argeek, you're iron beautiful. Less than 3.
I've never heard that one before. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, that's great. So Supersonic here on Starlight 3, you just saw at the very start there doing a jump down a specific ramp and then using the speed from that ramp to go all the way up and skip basically a good, say about a good 15 seconds worth of stage there. Oh, not even getting a damage boost through that, taking out the Orbinaut. All right, coming up to the boss fight, though, we're going to see if Supersonic can handle this. Going to try and get as many hits as we can. That's 3 already. Staying on the cycle, trying to get those frame-perfect jumps off the edges of the seesaw, because those seesaws give you enough time to jump off them. Getting 2 of those hits there, making that boss go down in about 3 cycles and getting a sub-minute time.
Yeah, that jump on the Orbinaut, that is like frame perfect. And it's like a very light jump that you have to do.
See, I was going to mention the fact that we're going to get some lag when we go through there. No, you just killed that enemy. It's like, sweet, no lag. All right, in a Scrap Brain we go. The harder levels in the game now. So after that little breather in Starlight, we've got all this coming through. So Supersonic is going to take the top route here. Going to jump on these spinning platforms. You want to jump when they spin. That way you land on them when they are flat. Going to have to wait for the blocks to appear here. Get the first bottom one. Can jump all the way up the top. Going to fall down towards the middle route here. Going to jump over the fire. Going to make sure we don't take damage there. Not a problem that we did. We still landed on our platforms. Waiting for the cycles at 24, which have appeared nicely. Going to run our our way through now and going to come up to the part of the stage where we have to be super careful. There's going to be fire and spinning platforms. If you take damage from the spinning platforms in the wrong way, you will fall down, and it is potluck if you live or die, as there are moving platforms down there. And yeah, it's 50-50. Either you land on the platform or you don't. I mean, I say it's 50-50. Most of the time I fall down there, I die.
I mean, I've died down there too, so not the only one.
But yeah, getting through there, timing the jumps very nice. Coming in at Scrap Brain 2 now, we've got these lovely, lovely cylinders that are going to land on just all the way up the top there. I say they're cylinders, we're in 2D, they're technically circles, but don't worry about it. Going to run our way through, going to take deliberate damage through the fire there. I'm going to land on another one of these circles just to get up, dodging the spike boy there. That is one spiky boy. The rest of them we are going to take damage boosts through because it is quicker than trying to get through their normal cycle. Block cycle coming up here. You're going to get crushed by those pistons, but in fact, you can just run and jump through, dodge the lightning, run our way through, and then hopefully get a super jump here off an item box. Going to run, going to jump, going to land on the box. Nailed it to go all the way through. Going to get past the saw blades, going to take a damage boost off the second saw blade, grab some rings, use the conveyor belts to push you along, and then hopefully dodge the last remaining 4 spiky boys at the end of the stage here. There was one. We've got our last 3 now. Let's see what cycles we're on. Straight hit to the face in the first one. Always nice. It's like, what's the first one? Go, poof. All right, there we go. Alright, into our final stage here, Scrap Brain 3, however, we all call it Labyrinth 4, because that's exactly what this is. This stage is massive, or at least it would be if we didn't know the correct route to go here. So we're going to hit the button that's going to move the ground down. We want to get in front of that before it hits the bottom. This allows us to take this little route down here, and as long as we follow the path of rings, we will be fine. So we don't want to fall down any of the holes here. We want to get up, making sure we don't take any more damage. Going over, follow the path of rings, and then down the hole, and then bounce up, landing on the second block there, not the first one, because the first one is where the spinning spiky boy is, and into our boss fight. So we're coming up to our final boss fight now. Final zone of the run. Time is coming up very soon here, and we're going to see Supersonic manipulating the boss. Going to get the same pattern every time. It's going to be piston 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 4, 3. And the reason that we know that is because it's the same every time as long as you hit the boss and don't hold any inputs once they've hit the boss. Same pattern every time. It is manipulatable. It's like clockwork. So again, just dodging the lightning balls that come down, well positioning ourselves for the right piston. Piston number 2 coming up. And then 1, 4, and 3. Then one more hit on the final boss. And time is on fade out of the screen.
Okay, one more hit to go. All right. I got the hit, and I gotta do this decapitación.
Yeah!
And time.
GG's, my friend.
That was a 113 final zone as well, so I'm pretty happy about that.
That was nicely done. Good run overall.
What was our time on that?
Just waiting for the stream. Yeah, it looks like
Okay,
22:11.
That's not bad.
Very nice.
Yeah, that is a very good run, despite the the early mishaps. But you know what? That was all planned because gotta have some debts in there just to make it a little exciting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course. That's exactly how it works.
But anyways, thanks everyone for watching Sonic 1 Glitchless. Also, a huge thank you to Argic for commentating with me. Always a pleasure having you. Of course, thanks to ESA for allowing me to showcase this run. I did play this back in summer 2019, and of course, Argic was there for that too.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure always.
Yeah, and we're not done with the Sonic block yet because we got my buddy here, Argic, playing some Sonic Spinball.
We have got ourselves some Spinball coming up soon. Yee.
Excellent. Well, hey, thank you so much, Supersonic. Before we let you go, we got one more donation that's pertinent for you here. We got $10 coming in from Alistair. It says, wow, I've never seen Sonic 1 Glitchless before, and it's such a beautiful run. Such elegant use of the physics. Amazing stuff, Supersonic. What incredible control. Well, thank you very much for that donation. And as we said, we've got Argit coming up next. So if you haven't had enough of our resident fast-talking Scotsman, he'll be right back for some Sonic Spinball. So stick around through the intermission. We'll be back with the end of the Sonic block for the night.